are listening to the Chartographers.
Hello, everybody! You're listening to the Chartographers! It's a music-loving podcast for music-loving people, and I have the musicist-lovingest people here right now from our Madonna episode. I'm your host, Evan Sadi, of course, and with me, Taran O'Reilly, co-creator of the podcast.
Hey.
And Jerico Bleu, the magician, and I gotta keep calling him that because I love that fucking nickname. Here talking to us. Guys, listen, we just had our first ever two-parter episode, which we didn't expect going into it, which is why part one ends as abruptly as it is, and I invited the gay headhunter to come join us because I was trying to find a way to seg out of it once I realized it was running 70 minutes.
I still don't know why that's what you went with. You were like, just wait, you're gonna see, and it didn't.
I mentioned it a little. Don't worry about it. Anyway, but long story short, the episode was running long, and I was trying to find it out, and it's okay because now we're in the happy hour Minisode. We're just gonna kind of free roll and rollick around with our dear friend Breathless as we talk about Madonna. We're gonna talk about various other things and aspects of her career, starting with the question we ask at the top of every happy hour Minisode. Guys, what's the worst Madonna song?
For me, it's Gang Bang.
Off of MDNA.
Off of MDNA. And believe me, she has some bad songs through her whole discography. But Gang Bang, it's it starts off and it's already not a great song. It's already like a 1 out of 5 stars. And then she does this whole spoken word portion about how, like,
drive,
if you gon'
bitch.
Drive, bitch. If you gon' act like a bitch, you gon' die like a bitch.
And I'm going straight to hell.
And I'm going straight to
hell.
hell.
And I got a lot of friends there.
And when I see him in hell,
see that bitch in hell, I'm gonna shoot him in the head again.
Like,
if you'll believe it, she did that song in one take.
Oh yeah, there's a shock. There's a shock no one expected.
No.
My pick, honestly, and it wasn't before we did this. It wasn't before we did this. It's a tie for me. It's a really close tie between Love Song, because I love Prince, and for that song to be as shitty as it is, to be shittier than Prince's shitty songs, that's an accomplishment. And for it to be an album track on a Madonna album,
it's so like discordant.
I can see
There's
what they were trying to go for.
Jazz chords in, and you're like, no.
But for me, it's tied between that and Illuminati off of A Rebel Heart. The all-seeing eye is watching tonight. Truth and the light. You know, just all of the terrible. Like Illuminati. You know, it's.
Yeah, no, that we didn't mention this during the main cast, but Rebel Heart. Oh no, it's not Rebel Heart. Never mind. MDNA is where she. Wait, where does she use Avicii?
Oh no, that was Rebel Heart. That was off of Devil Pray.
He does, and a couple other songs on there too.
Yeah.
Especially when you start
and you
going
can't even
into
really
the Super
hear
Deluxe
his
edition.
sound on it a lot, which is weird.
You can hear his very distinct, disgusting brand of country EDM, which is
country-dium.
Well, because country isn't a thing in Europe. They don't give a shit.
Right, because it's a very American.
It's very
genre.
American, and it's only big
Remember
here.
when Adele was talking about it?
And so when Avicii did, I think it's "Wake Me Up" was the first country. And that was massive,
gigantic,
in
and
Europe,
for good reason.
In Europe, especially. That's a terrible song. What are you saying?
Is that part right there? That really
No. Anyway, but you can definitely hear that sound in his work with Madonna here.
Also,
and it's so
Ghost Town was a single off that album.
Which, like, it's not a terrible song.
I kind of really like that song.
Really? Okay.
It's nice ballad. It's an apocalyptic kind of love song.
For me, Ghost Town was a single because she wanted to do that video. That's what it felt like for me, not because it was the best song.
Right, because I mean the thing is, especially in the mass populous internet produced everything that's out there today kind of thing, I feel like you have to really do a lot to stand out. Bitch, I'm Madonna, especially when you have a video that has that many cameos from people.
Bitch, I'm Madonna.
Except,
and the one take, and the sock puppets, and like,
oh my god, I love a good sock puppet.
Can we talk about that production? Can we talk about the end of that song when basically the Diplo beat sounds like tearing fabric at the very end?
Or like,
it's a mix between fighting your way out of like tinfoil and a dog barking.
Or like, it almost sounds like a zipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, a zipper.
It's like a zipper mixed with a dog bark.
I kind of like that I'm dancing my face off while it tears into my mind, though.
So, Jericho, you love Madonna.
What's your
least favorite Madonna song?
the worst
This is
Madonna
on
song?
a deluxe edition.
Okay.
I hate that MIA birthday song thing.
Yeah,
because
BJ. Yeah.
what was that? It's like, it literally sounds like MIA is confused as to what the fuck is going
Because
on.
her cameo on
La, la, la,
Give Me
la,
All Your
la.
Lovin' is not good either.
It's not good either. Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Like, let's just lay it out there. I have not enjoyed an MIA song since Paper Planes.
I like that YOLO song.
I like XXXO.
Oh God, yes.
XXXO.
I don't even
I've
like
got a
those
drag
songs.
routine in my head just waiting to come out with that song. Time after time, you be I can't
Also,
understand
Bad
it.
Girls.
He was dancing. For those not in studio.
Young bad girls do it well.
No, it's so.
I like it.
Anyway.
Also,
but
You Are
MIA
QT is her best song. Wait, real quick. Can we talk about the Super Bowl performance while
Wait,
we're talking
wait,
about it?
before we go there, I just want to talk about, so, the reason that's even included as a bonus track is not because it's a good song. I don't even think Madonna thinks it's a great song, which is why it was not on the album, but because she had Nicki and MIA on her single, she gave Nicki a verse on another song, she wanted to give MIA a verse on a second song, because she talked very publicly about how much she loved working with both of them, that their personalities like really clicked with her, and that she like
I believe that.
they got along really well in studio.
Right.
So I think it's more of a like I know that
It's just like not even a song.
yeah, no.
Well,
it's not good.
here's the other thing, though,
So,
is that you say
go to-
that. No, you say that about that we're getting along with Elle, and I would say both those people are very demanding, powerful women that are not nice to people.
Right.
And part of that reason is during research week, there was a lot of things that I knew that I wanted to be like, Taran, you have to watch this. And one of the things, I sent up a clip from the tour documentary Truth or Dare.
Oh God.
And you describe what I sent you, because
So
yeah,
it's
literally
it's this
where
this
the title of
clip
the movie
is-
comes from.
This
Yeah.
clip is literally her and a bunch of her friends sitting
Her
around
dancers,
a table.
yeah.
Oh, it's her dancers
On tour, yeah.
playing Truth or Dare. You know, they do some ridiculous shit.
Well, the first
one guy,
Dare, yeah.
one
A
guy
black dick
shows
comes out.
Yeah, one guy shows her his penis,
'Cause she
and
dared
she, goes, of course, oh my God, and covers her face, but she sees the black dick, and then her dare is to demonstrate how she gives fellatio on an empty like glass bottle, and she fucking does it, and let me say her technique is decent, but
But
like
Taryn,
that's so.
yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, that exists.
Well, Taryn
sorry.
chatted me afterwards, and he was just like, she sounds like an asshole, and then Taryn's like, but I get along with assholes really well.
Right.
So yeah.
I think you said.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
said,
yeah.
I was like, that's amazing. I was like, yeah, but she sounds like an asshole, and I said, yeah, but some of my best friends are like the biggest cunts you will ever meet to other people.
Explicit language warning.
But
yeah, legit though, and
Yeah.
so it seems like, and I believe
Explicit
that,
language warning.
yeah, exactly.
is there any podcast that we haven't sworn in?
Not this one, not yet, motherfucker. All right, cool. Another story, and I know. Well, you have a Quentin Tarantino story you want to tell. I want to tell my Quentin Tarantino story from her. Unless I think we're thinking about different ones. What's yours?
I was thinking this, but I know that she wanted to use Quentin Tarantino for the gangbang video, and he absolutely just would not do it.
I
so,
don't know the
So
story.
instead, she just
Wait,
made
Gangbang had a video? I didn't even know this.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
She wanted to make it a single, and she wanted to make it a video, and she wanted
Why,
Quentin
Matt?
Tarantino to direct it.
Mm-hmm.
And she had this whole hotel thing that she wanted to do, but instead he wouldn't. So instead she makes it on her MDNA tour. So there's a hotel
Alright.
scene just for that,
Whoopee
just for
hell.
that moment.
Mine is that there was this. I wish I remembered where I fucking heard it from. But there was in the movie Reservoir Dogs. There's a scene early on where they're sitting around the diner table, all the different guys in the suits, and Tarantino's character is talking about. They talk about talk goes around to Like a Virgin. And he says, like, no, not a lot of people get that fucking song, man, because this isn't a girl that's having sex for the first time. This is a girl that's been around the block. Right? This is a girl that's been around enough where she just kind of lost all feeling out there. You know, dick, 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 dick after dick, you know, all day in and out. And then there's this one cat. This one cat comes in around, and he gives it to her rough, and he gives it to her hard, and it hurts her a little bit, and it reminds her of what it felt like for the first time. Hence, Like a Virgin. Like that's the story that they tell, and I guess somehow
that was Buscemi, right?
No, that was Tarantino, but
okay.
yeah,
I was there.
I know, but the thing is, and I guess like somehow word of that got to Madonna, and Madonna was like, that's the most accurate description I've heard so far of what Like a Virgin is actually about, which I thought was fantastic. Of course, that other story is that one time, Buzz has it, she was walking down the street, this is around like 1985 or whatever, and it was overheard somehow, and word made its way back when she just blurted out, why hasn't Weird Al Yankovic done Like a Surgeon yet? Word made its way back to Weird Al Yankovic. He's like, well, if she said it, and then he had a hit with Like a Surgeon.
I finally made it through med school. Somehow I made it through.
I'm just
Love
an
it.
intern, I'll still make a mistake or two. I'm warning you guys right now, I'm going to spoil something. There will be a Weird Al Yankovic podcast in the future. Taryn will not be on it.
I will not be on that one.
It is fine. We were like two different critics approached me wanting to do it, and I'm like, well, when two people ask me independent of each other,
he already has two guests. I have absolutely no interest
that's totally fair.
in doing a full research week on Weird Al and like delving into his
I would
discography.
love that.
I interviewed Weird Al once,
get it,
so yeah.
but I don't ever. Speaking of things I can appreciate more than enjoy,
Fair.
that is,
It was the first concert I went to.
Yeah!
Poodle Hat tour.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
I don't think I can honestly say I've ever enjoyed a Weird Al song.
Not even performed this way?
Amish Paradise.
No, especially not performed this way. Amish Paradise. I was in middle school. I laughed a lot.
When I walk through the valley and I harvest my grain, take a look at
but
my
I
life.
still don't. I mean, I don't want to listen to the original, so why would I want to listen to the parody version?
Who doesn't love Coolio? He's
Like,
so culturally relevant.
So,
side note.
Actually, I have a quick side note
Yes.
first. I think I might revise my least favorite
Oh.
Madonna song.
To...
Oh my god, I forgot. Her American Pie cover.
Oh! Now here's the weird thing though, because after she had success with Ray of Light, after that album came out, she did two kind of like commercial, kind of like random things. She did the American Pie cover single just on the side, just
It
kinda,
was actually in the soundtrack of
so
The Next
some
Best Thing,
fucking
wasn't it?
bullshit. I don't know. I don't care.
Something like that. No,
But
it was
this,
it was
this
a
joyous
soundtrack.
little synth pop thing. Miss America. You know,
Terrible,
like, oh my
terrible,
God.
terrible.
But-
actually, I encourage you to go listen to it just so you can fully understand how much it butchers
The original.
the original.
But right around that same time, it was for a different soundtrack. She did for
Beautiful
Austin
the
Powers.
Guy That
Stranger.
Shagged Me.
Yeah, Beautiful Stranger, and
That's a
Was a
great
ass
song.
song.
Like that was like it was like perfect post Ray of Light. It could have gone on Ray of Light, but it was just awesome. It was just
It was
like-
so like
well-
1960s kind of psychedelic rock.
Especially since she has, like, kind of weirdly finangled other, like, singles onto, like, her next albums.
Yeah.
Like, why wasn't Beautiful Stranger on music?
oh my god. Oh my
You know?
god.
'Cause she put Die Another Day on American Life. She, like, shoved Vogue onto the end of I'm Breathless. Why wasn't Beautiful Stranger on music? Music's only 10 songs. She's put
I
out
don't
longer
think
albums.
it fit on there.
And
Really?
Then, but then all and
I think, like, especially if you put it towards the end, I think it wouldn't have stuck out too bad.
What's the song that it kind of sounds like that's on music? Amazing kind of
Yeah.
takes hit A Beautiful Stranger. And
Yeah,
if they were
I feel
on
like
the
they're
same
both re-ordered
album,
productions.
you'd connect it too
Yeah.
much.
Okay, no, fair. That's a solid point.
But I would also like to point out there's one other Madonna misnomer, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's between American Life and Confessions on a Dance Floor, when she decided to get up with the other current pop diva at the time and do Me Against the Music
Oh
with
my
Britney
God.
Spears.
I love that song.
My favorite part is
All my people on the floor.
the video.
I'm in this box. I'm in this sexy box.
in the sexiest box. And Madonna has her cane that she's like shoving at the camera, and then she's
and then
like,
there's like, oh, let's insert a bed frame. Ooh, sexy bed frame.
Oh my god! And they're both just like pulling themselves around in the bed frame. I'm like,
in her
this
straight up,
I got
this
something
isn't
to
even
show.
J.
Jams.
Crew like outfit. Brittany's in this like black thing with this like blue thing around her neck, and her hair's all different layers. And Madonna's like, I just stopped at J. Crew right before I went.
Yeah.
Sexy lady, how about you go and bare your soul?
Oh my god,
I got something to show ya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
god.
it's
I
real
actually-
bad.
I like that song.
It's
I
so
know. I
You
know.
like
There's
it?
a terrible campy part of me that likes it. I'm not going to lie.
That's like that's the part of you is the same part of me that loves Give Me All Your Lovin'.
And I totally understand.
Like
I still know it's a
Give me all
Garbage
your
Fire
love,
song. Oh, but yeah, we were gonna talk about the Super Bowl performance.
oh my god, the Super Bowl performance. Yeah,
2012.
we just watched it I think
before-
like 10 minutes before
Tape
Jericho
Part
got
One.
here.
Yeah.
And it is, there are so many moves. And like, okay, to be fair, she was in her 50s. She was in her 50s when she did this. It's totally
still is.
understandable that she
Doesn't have the
couldn't
core strength.
pull off all of those moves, but then she just shouldn't have done them. Like, there's one section where it's like,
LMFAO.
what's the second, no, before that.
CeeLo Green?
Never mind.
Oh.
So, but there's this one section where she's just like booty popping up and down, and like she has really muscular black men backup dancers on either side of her doing the same move, so it's like really apparent how much she's not pulling it off, and that's early before she even does. Then she walks forward, and there's this guy on like a tightrope.
He looks
Oh, yeah.
like Richard Simmons. In
And
the day.
he's like,
does.
he looks like
Or that guy from Parks and
he's
Rec.
like tall Richard Simmons, and wearing like a Greek
angel
like
Artemis.
skirt,
Yeah.
and then he basically just like jumps up and down and like bounces off of his crotch on this
Elastic
elastic tightrope. And
A
Madonna's
skill
like
we
kind
all
of like
wish we had.
bouncing up and down with
On
him.
a platform where she's not doing any bouncing whatsoever.
Right.
She's just like kneeling and
like,
standing.
Like they're raising
in
the
motion,
platform
yeah.
so she's at his level, so they're kind of bouncing together,
doesn't-
but
oh.
it's not. It doesn't work.
And
And then LMFAO comes out for no goddamn apparent reason. Like I get that
There was that remix they did, but
And then she doesn't.
Right.
Well, then she stands in front of LMFAO. She puts her hands on the ground.
So she no. Before that,
Oh,
even
yeah.
she just like gets up and she climbs on Red Foo's shoulder. And Red Foo, she's not singing, but Red Foo is singing, so he has to hold his microphone like around her leg while she's sitting on his shoulders and sing his bad remixed version of Party Rock Anthem.
Yeah.
And then she gets down off of there. They walk to center stage together, the three of them. And then she gets down on her hands and knees.
Like she's about to do
and
a
then,
wheelbarrow.
And then puts a leg up and Red Foo holds it. Yeah, like she's about to do a real wheelbarrow. But then her other leg just kind of like pumps up into the air a couple times.
And that's it.
Behind her.
She's face down with her leg pumping up.
And it's like, it's not crisp. It's not like graceful. It's really awkward. It's a really awkward movement, and it's just like, why is this in here? What are you doing? And then like later, I think maybe during Give Me All Your Lovin', but she does like a couple like flips where other like the backup dancers are holding her while she's
she,
doing
like,
a lot of like
cartwheels.
cartwheels and stuff,
Yeah.
not touching the ground, and that's actually impressive. So it's kind of like, I can see you were going for this acrobatic thing, and it just
she just tried to do way too much in a very limited amount.
Still
of
nothing.
time.
Exactly. She tried to fit way too much into this performance.
Still nowhere near as good as Bruce Springsteen doing a crotch slide into a camera during his Super Bowl performance. That was next level. That was Springsteen dick for all of America to see. So, like, you wouldn't believe. Porn in the USA.
Also, we were delightfully reminded of the MIA flipping off the camera controversy, which is like, that's the dumbest thing.
Right.
I'm not even mad at her
but
for doing it
during the broadcast.
But during the broadcast, they hit the like blur. So it blurs the screen like a full 6 seconds after she does it. It's
So like now it's a
good
wide
job.
shot and you don't see anything. Blur the screen. Still a wide shot.
Right.
Like-
They just they totally fucked it up.
Yeah,
But
it's
now that's
amazing.
on the permanent broadcast of that performance. So I
Yeah.
doubt you can find a version without it.
That's
Jericho,
hilarious.
tell us a good Madonna story. Have you seen her live?
I haven't. I just can't afford. I can't afford that shit.
Right, because those tickets are. I mean, in gay money, that's like a million RuPauls. Like that's hard.
A
to
million.
get across. Exactly.
I had a boss once at a cafe, and I'm not even sure if this story is real, but he had a vendetta against Madonna. Him and his boyfriend were totally monsters, and just fucking
Lady Gaga fans. for those who
hated
don't know.
her.
Yeah.
And apparently, the story goes is his friend was going to audition for the MDNA tour or something like
this
that.
sounds
Got
like bullshit,
got
right.
brought in to dance for her. She flew him in and everything. And when they got there, he overexcitedly shook her hand hard, and she goes, "Ow, are you trying to break my fucking hand?" And told him to leave and never got to dance for her. And I'm like, I know Madonna's a bitch. But I don't think she would have personally paid for someone to come down there and not see them dance because of a strong handshake.
Yeah, that's not.
I was
that
like,
didn't
yeah.
happen.
that's some made up bullshit.
One of the joyous things as we go through this story, and the thing I love doing in these podcasts is that Taran and I have a really great musical basis and knowledge for a lot of what we're talking about. And oftentimes when we do these podcasts, we want to sound like experts because trust me, I bullshit all the time. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know who Madonna is. Is she white? I don't know. But the thing is that we go through a lot of research, but sometimes there are parts that we miss, and it's really fascinating to kind of hear up on that. And so one of the biggest things for me was Taran. When he heard "Express Yourself" for the first time, having first been exposed to Lady Gaga's "Born This Way."
No, it was not. I did not hear "Express Yourself" for the first time.
Okay.
During research.
Clarification.
Don't do me like that.
But
Who hasn't heard "Express Yourself"? In fact, even when the "Born This Way" controversy happened, I listened to the song and I was like, oh yeah, they're pretty similar. But then doing this, and I was just listening through my first time through the albums as a whole, I got to a prayer, "Express Yourself" started, and I was like, God, that bitch. and I went and I paused the song. I went on YouTube. I watched the "Express Yourself" video because I was like,
and it's a great video.
It's a great, it's an iconic video. Again,
Gothic.
it was not my first time
Fritz
watching
Lang,
it.
yeah.
But then I immediately went to the "Born This Way" video. I even think it was the first suggestion on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And
Really?
and first I sat there through the opening 4 minutes
I
of her
like-
giving birth to the goddamn universe, which
I
is
like the
the
opening 4
dumbest.
minutes, I'm not gonna lie.
Ugh,
It's so stupid.
that was Gaga lost the plot before that, but that was just over the top. Just
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing? Anyway, so I watched that bullshit, and then the song started, and I was like, yeah, she stole that entire thing. You think oh no, the chorus on "Born This Way" isn't the chorus of "Express Yourself." No, it's not. It's the secondary chorus at the end of "Express Yourself," that she does at 4 minutes in or something. Gaga took that part and turned that into the chorus of "Born This Way," and it's just it is completely ripped. The melody of the verse is not quite the same, but the groove is the same. The chord structure is identical, and it just I was mad again 5 years later.
Right.
Just for the fact that I honestly was sitting there Madonna, you should have sued the shit out of her.
Right.
Legitimately, you are owed royalties for "Born This Way" because that was a huge hit, and you deserve that money because Gaga did not write that. It's
But you know what's
infuriating.
delicious and made me holler? It made me...
That was the gayest 2 seconds of my whole life.
I hollered. My best friend bought me the MDNA tour.
that too. At any point in your life.
You know what was delicious and made me holler?
Just an open-ended question with an ellipses in between that and the question mark. Just put that on your arm. Continue. Sorry.
My best friend bought me the MDNA tour because that was about as close as I was going to get to see
Right.
Madonna. And she does this whole section where she's, singing Express Yourself. And then at the end of it, she's just, with the same melody and everything, sings the last half of Born This Way. And it's on the DVD.
I believe that.
And it's so delicious because it's just like, to anybody who fucking believes Lady Gaga defends that, it's just like, because wasn't her defense
it was
like
inspired
it was
by.
it's the same chord structure. Most like every song in the 70s, all disco songs had da-da-da. It's like, bitch, here is me singing Express Yourself followed with Born This Way, and it is dead on. Don't you ever fucking deny it
Right,
again. And
like-
that was on a huge selling world tour. I
Yeah.
thought it was so tasty that I was hollering. Like,
It was delicious too. So also one other last thing I want to point out there, a little bit more of a serious note, and I don't think there's much of a controversy about it, and I know that there's a lot more social conservative people that would probably disagree, but just simple question: do you think Madonna's a feminist?
completely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I was just curious.
I think some people would incorrectly argue that she isn't because her songs are often about
Women
all of
at
her
the
songs
most basis
are
level,
about
your
men.
sex,
They're about
whatever, yeah.
sex and needing a man and
Especially
how men
during
affect
erotica
her
era,
life.
I could imagine.
But she's also so much about no, don't take that shit.
Yeah.
Be a strong, be yourself, be your full self as a woman. Embrace your femininity and be everything a woman can be. And I think people
Completely.
who miss that part are looking for controversy.
I don't feel she's ever had to come out and say, I'm Madonna and I'm a feminist.
Right.
Because
That's very different.
if
Right,
you
yeah.
are listening to anything, you would have gotten it. And if you need somebody to spell out for you that I am a feminist, you obviously don't get shit.
Right,
Right.
and you don't understand feminism.
Yeah.
At all.
And what she did, especially when you think about post-disco, and disco for all the things that it was, even when you talk about Andrew True connections more and more, it was still very much homogenous. It was very much still acceptable and, ready for public use. And even Michael Jackson, even when he's doing bad and other things like that, he's being bad boy, but it's not especially in the mainstream, not anything that's, subversive in a huge different way.
Except for that terrible music video. Speaking of
For-
things that you may have missed, if you have not seen the music video for Michael Jackson's Bad,
Set
you
aside
wanna
a good
see-
20 minutes.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you want to see, Michael Jackson losing his mind early on in his career,
That's up there.
that's a great
But-
way to look at it. He's improving half of it. It's just, anyway. moving
But
on.
Madonna, especially when she started getting a lot more explicit songs, which she started with Like a Virgin and continued with that kind of boundary pushing a little bit on Like a Prayer, and then especially once we hit erotica and sex and all that stuff, her pushing the boundaries as hard as she did in the mainstream as a top-selling pop act,
Yeah.
that opened up so many doors. That was going to happen eventually, but she's like, well, I can walk through this door, so I might as well. She gave, again, when she put out a book called Sex, there's no workaround
Yeah,
for what
and
that
was
is.
and that was a huge controversy, and some people were like, "Your career's over," except that it totally, just like you just said, it opened the gates for the slutty '90s. Because let's
It
be
did.
real, the '90s were slutty.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a reason why a lot of people didn't like Madonna and look back and don't like Madonna. Because I believe she was one of the first women ever to be like, I fuck like a man. No man ever puts his dick in me and fucks me.
Yeah.
I fuck that dick. And that is power. That is power that she's taking from men. And she holds
yeah.
that power.
Yeah.
People will hate Madonna because she fucks like a man. She takes power away from men. And I can see how that would piss somebody off. But that's what's great about her, is she's not going to be trampled on. She just intelligently and with sex and everything, it's like, oh, you're going to make me into this frail woman thing. No, I'm gonna make sex my power, and did that. And I don't believe anybody else since has been as successful or could have done without her pioneering.
So my last question, though, is to you, Jericho.
Yes.
It's a very simple question. I'm hoping you can answer it in full if you're able to.
Okay.
Very simple question. Jericho, can you rap?
Yes. What horrible Madonna rap
can
would you
rap?
like? Would you like me to rap?
Can you do the rap at the end of American Life?
Can I? Okay, how does that?
Do a dramatic reading.
Do a dramatic reading of
No,
it.
no, no, yeah,
Do you want me to rap or do?
I'll let you do how you
rap?
Okay. I drink a soy latte. I get a double-shot-tay. It goes up through my body, and you know I'm satisfied. I drive my Mini Cooper, and I'm feeling super duper. Yo, they tell me I'm a trooper, and you know I'm satisfied. I do yoga and Pilates, and the room is full of hotties, so I'm checking out the bodies, and you know I'm satisfied. I dig it on the outside, throw this metaphysics shit on them, but that's all you can give me. Hope you know I'm satisfied. I got a lawyer and a manager, an agent and a chef, 3 nannies, an assistant, and a driver, and a jet, a trainer, and a butler, and a bodyguard of 5, a gunner, and a stylist. Do you think I'm satisfied?
Guys, you've been listening to the Happy Hour Minisode. It's Evan, it's Taran, it's Jericho. Leave comments, because I know you got them on the Facebook page. Thank you so
you for tuning
much
in.
for listening. I
You.
appreciate it. Every time you mention our name, it's like a little prayer, and I truly do mean that. So, thank you so much. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye!
You know what's
Infuriating.
delicious and made me holler?